Okay, so if you're interested in actually starting a YouTube channel or you've just been kind of thinking about it, this is the video that's going to go ahead and give you some ideas on where you should even start before even getting started. And I'm going to give you 3 simple steps, and we're going to go over that one by one to maybe perhaps even dissuade you from starting it, because you're going to need to know whether or not this is what you really want to do. So first, you're going to need to actually decide on your why. Like, why do you want to start a YouTube channel? Do you want to get financial freedom? Is money the goal for that? For a lot of people, it is. They think, oh, it's a great way to go ahead and just make money because they hear so many YouTubers making a ton of money. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you, it is not as easy as it looks. That's for sure. I have a channel that has about 11,000 subscribers. Now, for the last 2 years, it's made about it's made over $20,000 per year over the last 2 years. So that's to give you an idea. Now, the first year I did, it started about 3 years ago. It actually started already making income pretty early, but I've kind of practiced and knew how to do that. So if that's your why, is to make money, know that you gotta have a pretty big plan on that. Now, if your other why is because you think it'll be fun, a hobby, or to document something, then I think it's a great idea for you to play with that idea. I'm going to tell you a story. Here on my right hand screen, you see what's called a channel, basically, and it's called Dad Wants You to Know. And in there, it started back in July of 2019 is when this channel was established. And as you can see, there's no videos on it. I have about 12 channels that I've actually started up. None of them that have been anywhere nearly successful as my e-bike channel, but none of them have actually put as much commitment into it as well. This channel, I'm going to do, the one that you're watching right now, I'm going to make a full commitment on. And it brings me to step number 2 is you need to make a decision. And I decided that I am going to make this channel, and I made, at that point when the decision is made, it's also a commitment, and I started to make out a plan. So within the first 2 of knowing your why and then also making a decision, then you can start actually going into step 3. But before I go into step 3, let me tell you a little bit more about why this channel of Dad Wants You to Know has no videos on it. And it is because back in 2019, we found out that we were pregnant, and we thought we're going to go ahead and start having kids. Now, being a life insurance agent, I have been always trained about planning ahead and thinking things through. And of course, you hear about the stories about husbands or fathers that pass away before their children ever see the light of day. And that's one thing I thought, well, I know it's kind of morbid, but to be honest, that's why I thought, well, I wanted to leave something behind just in case something happened to me in the next 9 months before I get a chance to really talk to my child in person. So I was going to use this channel to leave little tidbits of hope, inspiration, of what, how mom and dad met, and all these other things that in case I wasn't around and they were getting a little older and wanted to know who their dad was, they'd have a place to go ahead and meet or see me. And so that was what the channel had. And unfortunately, today we don't have kids. We haven't had a successful pregnancy yet. I have this ready to go. That's what this channel that I'm doing today, that I have decided to do, has finally become. That will actually end up being my legacy that I want to leave behind. And that is my why. I decided that I want to leave something behind on this earth, whether or not it is for my kids or not, if I have any, but for my nieces, my nephews, or for someone who doesn't know me personally yet, like maybe you. So that's exactly why this channel is important to me and why I've started it. And that's what made me decide, because I don't want to live my life with regret, not feeling as though I could potentially have left something behind that could make an impact on somebody. I don't know. I mean, it's just my thing, right? So what's yours? You have to make a decision as to why you want to start a channel and what's your why behind it. Those are the first 2 steps. And here's the third. Once you've made that decision, you need to now start taking your little baby steps along the way. Now, I'm going to say this, one baby step that is not included as a real actionable baby step is just plain research, because a lot of people will use that as an excuse. You can do research. That is part of the process that you're going to have to do. You're going to be watching videos along the way, but you don't mistake that for actionable items. To be honest, if you've never honestly taken video of yourself and posted it on YouTube, create a random channel and take some videos and upload it just to get started and practicing it. And you're going to find out talking to a camera may or may not be as easy as you think. Now, if it is easy, great. You're going to be on your road very successfully to move very quickly through this process. But if you're not comfortable talking to the channel or to a camera to put on your channel, you're going to have to realize you're going to have to either practice it, overcome it, or just keep on doing it so that you get more smooth at it. But the better and the more actions you take and the more practice you start doing now, that's going to be your 3 keys before you even pick this whole niche. And I mean, you're going to understand more into this about what your channel is going to be about. Just put a camera to say, hi, my name is blank, and this is going to be my first test video that I'm going to upload, and put it up there and play it back, because you're going to have to watch yourself, because that's what editing is going to actually make you do. So you're going to want to start practicing the process, and that's the baby steps I'm talking about. Moving forward, that is 1, 2, 3. 1, figure out why you want to do it, because if your why is not strong enough, you might as well not do it. Next thing you want to do is decide. Okay, make your decision, take it, and that decision is going to be a commitment. What are you going to do once you make that decision? What are you going to do to move forward and do it? And here are your baby steps you're going to have to start listing down and start making. I'm going to tell you what your baby steps are going to do. Get your phone out, start practicing it, because that's going to be very good for you to do, and then upload it, and then just get that part and your rhythm down and realize how hard or easy it is for you. That is my first attempt at a tutorial for YouTube beginners that are totally newbies. I hope this was helpful. I hope I was able to earn your subscription, because there will be more like this. And please comment into what you want to know about starting a profitable YouTube channel or just a fulfilling YouTube channel. Right now, this channel makes absolutely no money, and that's completely fine. If it doesn't make any money, I will work to find monetization along the way as we're going. But you know, it's just part of the process, getting videos up. And it was a long process. It took me 2 years to plan this day, to come out, to leave my job, to set finances aside so that I could take this leap to go ahead and do it. And I'll go more into that process. But again, comment below. Let me know what you want to know about this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.